Hello everyone. Today we shall see EDATE and EOMONTH functions. EDATE function takes two parameters, which is start date and months. EDATE results in the date exactly after the months which is mentioned in the second parameter. Okay, if it starts with like invalid date, EDATE returns an error. If months is not an integer, it would be truncated. Suppose that the format which is represented uh, in the date format is not supported with the current date time settings in your system. It would result in error, or it would throw an equivalent date which is not correct. Okay, if at all dates like January 29, January 30 or January 31st is entered by using the edate function, it would return in the edate as February 28th of the month. Okay, rather than the other days, because February does not contain the 29, 30, 31st days, it would result as in the end date. This function is not supported in the direct query mode when it is used in calculated columns or row level security rules. Let us see how it works. We have this date time column. Okay, we have this date time column. I'll click on new column. This edate function, it would result in the date which is entered by the required number of months. I'll write edate after 2 months. Okay, equal to edate bracket open start date. I'll provide the date time column which I have in the first parameter. I'll put a comma. In the months, I'll put 2 months just to show you the date which is returned in the column. Here the date is like May 17th. Here the date would be July 17th. Here you could notice that the time by default is 12 a.m. in the edate function. Okay, this is how the month 2 months after the current date is calculated and would be written by edate. Let us move on to the evo month function and understand how it works. Evo month function also takes the similar parameters, start date and months, but the difference is evo month results in the end date of the month, last date of the month, provided according to the number of months in the second parameter. If start date is not valid, it would throw us an error. If it is in numerical value, evo month will convert that numerical value to the date. To avoid that unexpected results or error, but it is better to change it to the date format according to the usage and for the better implementation of evo month function. If start date plus month yields in an invalid date, evo month returns an error. Okay, if the dates are before March 1st, 1900 or after December 31st, 9999, they are invalid dates. Okay, that this function works between these dates. This function is also not supported for direct query mode when it is used in calculated columns or RLS. Let us see how it works in the calculated column. I'll click on the new column. Okay, evo month equal to, I'll type the evo month function. I'll open the parenthesis. We have to provide the start date. I'll provide the date time column which I have. Suppose that I want to see the end of month after 1 month. Okay, I'll type 1. I'll click OK. Here you could see that we will get month end dates. Suppose that it is May, I'll get June month end date. It is it is January. Here I'll get February month end date. Similarly, I'll get the month end dates. Here I'll get the exactly the date after the number of months provided. Here also it takes the number of months, but it will provide us the month end dates.